Hey, what's up, everybody? First and foremost, I wanted to congratulate CM Punk, for beating John Cena, just bringing that, that unpredictability factor back into WWE. But man, I just saw, I just got finished watching Raw just now, and all this is just the confirmation, out loud in front of the whole world of what's gonna happen. I should have known this was gonna happen, but I had no idea. I had no idea they were gonna announce it blatantly that that Vince McMahon is stepping down and now Triple H is taking over. Go figure. Isn't that a coincidence? Because the fact is obvious that since Triple H is married to Vince's daughter Stephanie, everybody knows that. That's why he's the corporate crybaby. He's taking over more of a back, more of a backstage, office role. And the thing that I've noticed, about WWE, which in a way is pretty cool, is finally they're letting the cat out of the bag. They're finally letting it out of the bag as far as the stuff that's going on, behind backstage, especially like with CM Punk's promo, about a few weeks back, talking about, as far as what was going on backstage, as far as all the crap that was going on with him in WWE, and just the way, the direction that the company was going. I'm glad, that Punk, finally opened up about it. And it's been just lately, it's been more and more of that stuff, which is about time. It's about time because first of all, please do not insult my intelligence. All right, I've been a fan for the past 15, 16-ish years almost. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I've been watching Raw since since I've been watching wrestling since I was about maybe about four going on 4 or 5. Around that, time, that age range. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen stuff come and I've seen stuff go. I'm 21, be 22 Wednesday. So so a lot of that stuff, Vince, WWE, you cannot fool me. And the big things, you cannot fool me about is Cena being shoved down our throats, just like Hogan. Rather even worse. Also about the things going on politically backstage. It's been about time. That a lot of the dirt that Triple H, has been doing. It's finally being put out in the open. By people, you know, um, by people within the wrestling circle, other than a Bret Hart or a lot of these other guys. But back to the topic. But as far as Triple H coming out and just hesitating, I was like, yeah, you know, it's about to happen. He's finally gonna say, what we already know anyway. It's fine. He's getting ready to say it that that he's taking up, that he's gonna take over. But hopefully, but at the same time, you know, in a way, it kind of frightens me. Because despite the crazy decisions that some of the crappy decisions that Vince has been making lately, many of them have been pretty shady. In the midst of all that stuff, I still have to give Vince McMahon his props. I still have to give him his due because without him, without his vision, without the things like that, wrestling would not be where it is. The sport itself would not be the empire, the machine, that it has been. What I'm saying? And so, it's something that's been a proud and profitable organization for years and years. Ever since the golden age in the '80s, with Hogan and Macho Man and Andre and Piper, guys like that, moving on to, moving on to the early mid throughout the '90s, with guys like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and even Triple H. And then you segue into that, where you still have the HBKs, Undertaker, Triple H, and then then you bring in Edge, Chris Jericho, what I'm saying, now you have Orton. So, all throughout there's, it's constantly been a trend, at least, where there have been top stars. Vince for a long time, Vince has had a great, WWE, has always had a great marketing strategy. They've always been very strategic as far as building and pushing younger stars. Even while there's guys who are in their prime, guys who are in their prime and are on the other side of the prime, kind of going down. So even in like the like the early '90s or whatever, when guys like Hogan and Savage and Flair, Piper, were on the other side of the pond, almost, kind of like on the way down. Vince was smart enough, WWF was smart enough to build, in a great way, build in a great way, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? Which were the new wave, new breed of great superstars. you know, and so, and after that, like I said, then you bring in the Attitude Era, rest is history. But recently, I've been noticing that, that element has been, was very, very lacking. All you really had, with Cena Orton, because for a while, it's been very unbearable, for me to even stay tuned to wrestling, to WWE, because it became same old predictable crap, same old story, just like Bret Hart said in his book about Hogan. Cena, in this case for Cena wins, same old story. And Vince, I think Vince and the company realizes, that it's about time that they need a new story, and they're not going to find it really in Cena, or Orton. What I'm saying? They're not going to find it in, the same old things. So, and that's why I'm glad, that I'm glad that CM Punk won, because it finally broke the ice, broke the mold, so to speak, as far as this nice little break, as far as this whole this whole Cena predictability thing going on, because it's really made my stomach turn for a while. But other than that, I mean, like I said, hopefully, hopefully we're in for quite a ride. We're in for quite a ride, because knowing Triple H and knowing, a lot of his, his backstage politics and the mess that he's pulled, for years and years, which is why I still believe, that at least a good half of those 13 world titles that he had, were reigns that he didn't really deserve. Yeah, that's right. I said it. So, this is going to be pretty interesting. I'll say this, Triple H can do whatever he wants, as long as he doesn't mess with Undertaker's winning streak. As long as he doesn't do that, and as long as he doesn't, mess up the WrestleMania main event, some of this other stuff. The main thing, as long as he doesn't tamper with the streak. Let Taker go 20-0. If anything, if you don't do nothing else besides abolish that goodness awful WWE title, that spinning belt crap. As long as if you get rid of that, whatever, but do not mess with that winning streak. That's all I have to say. So I'm out. Until next time, Broke Champ Farm Entertainment. See ya.